Alright, so today I'm going to be going over why quitting vaping is so difficult. So it's been pretty much universally accepted that quitting vaping is an extremely, difficult task that requires extreme discipline and willpower to succeed at, but have you ever asked why? Why exactly is it difficult to not inhale an addictive poison, right? And I know you're probably thinking, yeah, because it's addictive, right? But today we're going to be breaking down, the entire concept of why people. I'm going to basically help you understand why many people view quitting vaping as something that's difficult to do, and how you can make it easier than you could ever imagine. So first things first, what's our actual objective? Our objective is to not is to not do something, right? To resist the urge to do something. How can you make it easy to not do something? How can you resist the urge to do something? The answer to both questions is the same. If you do not have reasons to do something, it becomes very easy not to do. The reason that quitting vaping is so difficult for so many people who try it with the conventional method of just toughening up and willing their way through it is because while they do have strong reasons to quit vaping, such as the money they're wasting, the slavery of it, and the potential health crises, collapsed lungs and all this crazy stuff, they also have strong reasons to not quit vaping, such as it relaxes me, it helps me cope with stress, it helps me concentrate. This essentially creates an internal tug of war, and it's why quitting vaping is so tough for most people. They're fighting against themselves, guys. They're fighting against themselves. They have this. They're just It's like there's an equal amount of people or more people on the reasons to do it than the reasons not to do it. And the people that, muscle through it and are able to make it, they just have more reasons on the reasons not to do it but they still have the reasons to do it. So, it just makes it really hard, right? Makes it something that they have to literally imagine. If you imagine a tug of war, they have to, pull, right? They have to work. It's really difficult, right? Did you know that there's absolutely no benefit to vaping? And that every benefit you think it gives you is a complete illusion? Most people have about 20 of these perceived benefits that essentially keep them in that tug of war forever. And there's a quiz you can take that will basically tell you what reasons you have and explain how they're illusions. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can just go below to get that. I'm going to be mentioning it a couple times in this, but yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, it'll be in the description. If you're watching this on my blog, just scroll down, you'll be able to get to it. If you're watching this anywhere else, just comment below or just DM me and we'll get it to you. But for example, let's say, a really common one is people think like, oh, it relaxes me, right? Nicotine relaxes me. So think of everyone you know who vapes, and then everyone you know who doesn't vape. Are the vape users more relaxed? Definitely not. Especially during social occasions, they're like spending weird amounts of time in the bathroom, right? Just to get in there and vape. Yeah, they're not, and when they're not doing that, they're very not relaxed. The truth is that nicotine creates the illusion of relaxation by relieving the constant withdrawal that you're going through on a minute-by-minute basis. Not vaping for just 2 hours lowers the nicotine in your system by 50%. And the fact that nicotine leaves your body so rapidly makes you anxious and unrelaxed until you get your next hit, right? It makes you start going through withdrawal. And so really it just makes you less relaxed. And by the way, when you do relieve that withdrawal, it only takes you 90% of the way that you would be if you just never vaped, right? You're literally, the worst part of this all is you're only vaping to feel as relaxed as somebody who doesn't vape. And the nicotine never quite takes you there. So now that I just debunked one example for you, and that is a very common reason that people vape. But like I said, there's about 20 of these, and you can easily identify them with that quiz that I mentioned. So make sure you go through that. That's your action item for this video. And the key to quitting vaping really is just education and seeing through all the illusions that both propaganda from big tobacco and the addiction itself has created. Because once you have no reason to vape, you'll literally have nothing holding you back from quitting, and it'll be very easy for you to quit. Just like it's easy for you to not do anything you don't see a benefit from, right? making a decision, whether conscious of it or not, is basically, basically making any decision is essentially running a mental equation of perceived future benefits. You're essentially future pacing into what you think will happen in the future, future benefits, perceived future cons, and essentially that, perceived future benefits minus perceived future cons equals the decision result, right? If it's negative result, you're not gonna vape. If it's a positive result, you're gonna vape, right? If the cons don't quite add up to the benefits you have, or if you have benefits in general, it's gonna make it harder to quit, right? It'll be the tug of war forever, basically. I hear some people that they go for years without quitting, and then they cave, but it's because they never actually properly dealt with those issues. So essentially, basically they just have the people that quit using just muscling it out. They basically just have a slightly negative equation. They have 3 points on the positive side and 5 points on the negative side, but it's, like I said, it's still hard for them to quit, and they go through hell in the withdrawal because they still have perceived benefits of nicotine. It's like they're mourning over a friend dying. It's crazy, right? So what do you think will happen once you knock out all your positives and are left with only the negatives? And what will happen is you will soar to freedom. And I'm excited for you to do that. So anyways, don't forget to take that quiz. Like I said, if you're watching this on YouTube, it'll be in the description. If you're on my blog, scroll down, you'll find some highlighted text somewhere in the article. If you're watching this anywhere else, just comment below, DM me, we'll get it to you. It'll help you a ton. So anyways, that's it for this video, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys.